Hey y'all, I just wanted to touch base with everybody today. Our Bible study yesterday, first of all, I just wanted to say that I come out of a really bad flare up, and my mind was not exactly the sharpest yesterday, but I think that I got my message through. I'm hoping, and I wanted to let everybody know that the reason I talk about cigarettes a lot is because my kids, my ministry team, they're not kids anymore, they're young adults, but they, most of them smoke. So that's why I talk a lot about smoking. But when I talk about addictions, I'm talking about the alcoholic. I'm talking about, how the church, comes down so much on, let's say maybe marijuana use, while, a lot of Americans take nerve pills and things like that to soothe their nerves, but they would look down on somebody that would want to maybe smoke a joint. And I'm not saying that those things are okay. And I wasn't trying to say that you don't have to pay for your consequences yesterday, because you do. You pay for your consequences. And every choice you make, the choices you make today will affect your tomorrow. The choices you make tomorrow will affect your future. So I'm just trying to make a point here that you do not have to be quote unquote perfect to be used by God. And I feel bad because a lot of the kids that have come to me in this ministry here in Florida, I've had drug addicts, I've had alcoholics, and the one thing that keeps them going, that keeps them strong, that keeps them off of their addictions is the fact that they can go out and help somebody. And I just am so tired of people telling these kids, this new generation that's growing up, that you can't do this and be able to help preach the gospel or do this or that, when you are overcome by your testimony. And here these kids are, coming off of drugs, coming off of alcohol, battling with a cigarette addiction. And my point was mainly just the one thing that keeps these kids going is the fact that they know that Jesus Christ loves them. He loves them the way they are. And the more they're used by God, the stronger they're going to get and the less tempted they're going to get. But I just feel like I needed to make some kind of a statement or something about the Bible study, because hi Nicole, I just seen that you were watching. Love you, baby, miss you. But yeah, oh, there goes my dog. But one boy I have, he was I say boy again, young adult, suicidal, had problems with depression for a very long time, cut himself, ended up, an alcoholic. He's lost everything. And he's still working on it. He's still working on his problems. But the man sits there and he reads his Bible every day because he wants to be stronger. He wants to do more for God. And there's so many people out there that want to say, you can't do this right now. You can't go and help these people right now because you yourself need help. So I wanted to kind of just touch base again and let you know that I have a heart for the people, I guess, that nobody else really wants to deal with. You know, the people that, the young women that are hateful and hate God because their father messed with them as children, or their uncle, or their brothers, or, you know, and it takes years for them to get over that. It takes years for them, and most of them do turn to substances. But I am not about to tell them that they cannot be used when that is the very foundation of what keeps them together, what keeps them from working on their addiction, because they know that through their testimony, they're helping somebody else. And even though they're still fighting through it, like Paul did, screaming out for God to release him from the evil spirit, the thorn in his flesh, so are these kids, young adults. I'm sorry, I call them kids still. Most of them are 20 and up. I had a young, I say young, she was a few years younger than me, drug addict, come in and wanted to talk to me about Christ. And she had a really warped view of who Jesus was, and why Jesus would let so much suffering happen to her in her life. And where would I be at? Where would she be at today if I didn't stop and take some time and speak with this young woman and let her know that the things she went through, one, was not God. You know, because God gives us our own choices and we do our own things. But that the hurt and the pain that she was covering and was trying to hide from heroin, she was a heroin addict, that she didn't need that Jesus Christ could fill those gaps. And she went out and fed the hungry with us. She went out and fed the homeless with us. You know, and the next couple of days, she ended up getting high again. And I at no point ever judged her, nor even reamed her or lectured her, because we all fall into temptation. We all fall into temptation. We all fall short of the glory of God. And that was my point yesterday. I just wanted to kind of clarify it. I feel better today than I did yesterday. I was so foggy in my mind. I felt, honestly, when the Bible study was over, I thought, I don't even really know what the heck I said, because there was just so much going on in my head. But when I listened to it back, I just wanted to, touch base again and just let y'all know that I'm saved, even though I don't like that word. I'm redeemed. And I strive every day for holiness. I believe in holiness. But I'm not the judge and I'm not the jury. And I sure as heck ain't God. And I'm not going to tell these kids that what they do is right or wrong. I'm going to read the Bible to them. I'm going to teach them the Bible. I'm going to teach them how to be warriors. I'm going to teach them how to be strong enough to fight these temptations. But I'm not going to expect them not to fall, because we're human and we all fall. So, like I said again, I talk a lot about cigarette smoking, because that's, the kids, the young adults that follow me and come for church services and Bible studies and stuff. When we do go to other churches, that is the one thing that that offends them so badly that, they even go and try to hide it, and people just look down on them instead of thinking, thank God that person came to church today. Boy, they really needed the Lord. Thank God they come to church today. But give them dirty looks. And there's one lady come by, and she looked so pretty. She had these clothes on, and her little kids was all dressed to the T. They looked all cute and just acting like they were just these filthy, unruly kids out there smoking a cigarette in the parking lot And I said to her, don't worry, they'll get saved one day. They were all saved. They were already believers. They already, I just wanted to be sarcastic and let her know, you just looked at them and judged them as though they were not an equal to you, when we all have our issues. We all have our problems. So I love you guys. I am so glad that I have so many followers. I'm overwhelmed because I hate being behind the camera. I hate speaking in public. I don't even want to be a pastor. And, well, God had a different plan for me. And so here I am, pastoring. And a flock that I never thought would grow to the amount of people that watch me. Like, we had almost 900 views on our last video, and that to me is like amazing, because who am I? There's a song, who am I? And that's what I say, who am I? I'm this imperfect person who battles with my health day in and day out. And Lord Jesus picked me to go online and to speak to people that is being watched. These videos are being watched all over the world. I've had people from India, people from Africa. I've had people from all over the world connect with me and tell me, oh my God, I really needed to hear that. And oh my God, when nobody knows that the half hour before it's time for me to go on live, I'm a nervous wreck. I don't want to do it. I have never wanted to be a public speaker. I've never wanted to be that person that was responsible for so many people. But God's seen otherwise. And I thank Him. Oh, I thank Him. I am so grateful, that He has chosen me to do the things that I've done, and and took me off my deathbed. And I think about it through the last 15 years of my life, how many times I have been so close to death. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, I'm talking like weeks in ICU and just on the brink of death, to the point that one time I cried out to God like Paul did, and I said, God, I think Elisha did the same thing. Elijah cried out and said, just let me die. Just take me home. I can't take the suffering anymore. See, I'm not perfect. But He's using me. And I don't know why. To me, it's a mystery. It is. Who am I? But I just want to thank you all for your support. And I want to thank you guys that you share my videos and that you like it and you comment on things. And I'm overwhelmed. I am truly overwhelmed. And hey, we actually got our videos put on Facebook. So if you want to subscribe, it is called 4, which is the number 4, Walls No More Ministries. And we got all of our videos on there. Subscribe, please, so we can get, a bigger audience. And who knows, one day, who knows what will happen but God. Because I'm just this blind girl with faith that's saying, God, I can't see where I'm going, but I trust you to take me where I'm going. And again, thank you guys. I love you guys. I love all of you. And I don't want nobody to feel like I'm judging anybody, because that is not who I am whatsoever. And I don't want anybody to think that I am condoning sin, because I'm not condoning sin. I'm trying to teach these kids a better way out. They can go to Alcohol Anonymous and they can learn about the universe, the multiple gods in the universe, that, or they can come to me and learn about the one true King and be loved through the whole entire time. Be loved. To be loved. That's all I want. I want to see a bunch of people just rise up, take your authority, and go love some people. I love you guys. Thank you. Share my videos. Respond to them. Write to me. I am just, like I said, I love you all. And hey, subscribe to our YouTube. It's I really want to see, I want to see some lives changed. I want to see some more people like me out there that says, you know what, you might be a dirty drug addict, but I'm going to love you through it, and I'm going to watch you go through it, and I'm going to help you through it. And if I have to put you in the bathtub while you're going through withdrawals and put cold water on you, I'm going to hold you through it. I'm going to see you through it, and then do more than that and help you get a house and help you go out and get a job. I want to see more people like that. And through watching these videos, it's going to draw more people. And that's all I desire to do, is see more people step out and do a little bit. Just love people. Just love them. I'm going to talk to y'all later. So, my mouth is dry again. I take a lot of medicine because I have a lot of health problems. But, again, I love you. And share my videos. I'll talk to you later. Bye.